Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your lady Catherine, her real hotness, and today I'm talking about something that concerns everyone, but I want to look at it from the feminine, the female perspective. So I'm talking about pressures from marriage. Yes, pressure to marry. They say in Nigeria a child is owned by the community, a child is raised by the community. So because of that, everyone has the right to question you, like, okay, when are you getting married? Any little thing, when are you getting married? Especially when you go for a family gathering and you're kneeling down greeting like over 50 adults, and the next thing they say is, oh, are you done with university? When are you getting married? When's your marriage? Like, everyone's asking that question. But don't we all know that marriage is a lifetime commitment? Like, marriage is not something you just run into. You rush in, you rush out. A friend of mine who is actually married was the one that was talking to me, like we're chatting about this thing, and she was like, you know what, you need to talk about it on your channel, and here I am talking about it. Yes, she's out of the when will you marry box, because she's married now, she has a child, but she still wanted me to talk about it, share my story. I'm like, okay. So yes, every time we go for an event or for something, they're like, oh yeah, how is school? I'm like, oh, school is fine, I'm done. Like, oh, when are you serving? I'm done with service. So when are you getting married? Bam, that's a question. But you know, the scam actually started from way back when we were young, when they were like, okay, you know what, don't play with boys, don't talk to boys. If you hug a boy, you get pregnant. If you do this with a boy, you're this. If you do that, you're that. That is not to say you can have male friends, but when it comes to marriage, you need to put some things in place. You need to factor some things like trust, commitment, communication. You need to know how to commit to one person. And this is really hard for many people, but it is something they need to learn. So now, talking about marriage, we hear things like age is not on your side, you're getting older, but we have seen people get married very young and very old, and age is actually not a factor. When you get married, you get married. Also, in some cultures, they will tell you, yes, in many cultures, they'll tell you your older one should marry before your younger one. So if the younger one brings a husband home first, they will tell her to wait for the older one to get married first. Like, I heard of some culture that when the younger one brings a husband home, they tell her, it's either you wait for your sister to get married or she marries your husband and then you find someone else to marry. I'm like, okay, so I would love somebody, commit myself with the person, and then you tell my sister to marry him. She doesn't even know him. And then they're like, okay, well, in India, they actually arrange their marriages. But please, we are not in India. Nobody's arranging my marriage. No offense. Yeah. Also, the next thing they say is, oh, maybe she has a spirit husband. Please beg your spirit husband to leave you alone. You need to get married. But the thing is, marriage is a decision only you can take. Don't let anyone take this decision for you. Trust me. Because I actually know someone that, okay, let me just tell this story. It's not really relating to the point I'm talking about, but she's married and she made a decision without telling her husband, and it was something that would affect both of them. Then he found out and he flared up and got really, really upset. But at the end of the day, obviously, they love each other, they trust each other, so they'll be able to resolve it. But when there's no trust, there's no communication, my darling, your foundation is not a solid foundation, you know. Also, when you don't get married, or you don't, as a girl, you don't bring your boy home, the next thing they start asking is, I'm suspecting you. They say that you like girls. But it's not actually a problem. Well, I'm not saying it's good or it's bad. I'm just saying, just don't listen to what people say. Do what you want to do for yourself. Also, they would tell you, don't go to parties, don't stay out, I don't want to see you with boys. And the next moment they're asking you, so who's your boyfriend? Where's your boyfriend? Who's that guy? Who are you getting married to? If I didn't go out of the house, how will I meet my husband or my boyfriend? I don't even know, like, African parents can be confusing at times, but you gotta give it to them. They're the best because they love their kids so much. At the end of the day, when you're all grown and married, you'll be like, okay, my parents put me through this and it actually did help me later in life. So yes, they can be annoying sometimes, but they're really, really good. They love their kids. I know I'm saying it again. I'm about to cry. Well, this next thing I want to talk about is something that has caused a lot of trouble on social media. People are always talking about Are you going to put your marriage over your career or your career over your marriage? Whichever you choose to do. If you choose to pursue your career before getting married, well, that is your choice. Just pray you meet someone who is really understanding and support you in all that you do. And if you decide you want to get married before pursuing your career, also pray that you meet someone who's understanding, that when you get married would not keep you at home and would rather support you to become who you want to be. This is not to say marriage is not a good thing. No, marriage is a beautiful thing. They've said he who finds a wife has found a good thing. And you know, I've seen so many happily married couples who are really, really happy. But the thing is, do not compare yourself to anyone, because in the past we've seen people who we look up to and say couple goals come out later to tell us all the gruesome things that happen in their marriage. So it's just for you to hope, pray, and work towards having a very good partner, someone who you both understand each other, and don't forget, trust, commitment, communication, and a whole lot of others are key. So if you're not ready to put your all into a relationship, then do not get married. That's all I have to say. But if you've ever been through this whole thing, like the pressure to get married in the past, you go out, everyone's asking when I get married, when I get married. Either you're married now or you're not married. Just let me know your story in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like this video, share with your family and friends, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, thank you so much for watching this video. It's your girl, Lady Catherine, her real hotness. Bye for now, guys.